speaking to Dada Boat, he said that His Excellency promised them that he is going to raise a fund for...
The money is not there.
He is going to raise a fund for actors who are aging. And we know, we've been in this country, we know the issue with these people. We have our legends grow old and they have nothing to account for.
But I think let's commend Mahama for that thing. Over the years, he has been doing well. Sometimes we see randomly
privately
he goes
whether in power or out of power, he still does.
So that one day, we will give it to him. But
now he's trying to open it up.
Yes.
To include,
I'm sure now he wants to officialize it.
Yes. So to include everybody. And so they are saying that they are looking forward for him to do this. Because if he doesn't, they will come and ask.
That is what it is. And again, I would also plead with the authorities to also not lose sight of the fact that, yes, if you want to talk about, okay, some people will create events, bring it here and come and take our money and go. So we want to create another one. They should not lose sight of the other factors that go into building those events that come here.
And the value they also
bring. And the value they bring. It is not just about they coming to take your money and go. They taking our money and go and we not seeing value. That problem is from us and not them. Nobody's going, me, anything that somebody does that another person is going to benefit means for you to even fall in love with the one that you are loving from him, which is excellent, he released it at his own time, which is the key. Sarkodie is talking as a creative. So if you want to tackle this with the business, like a typical businessman, you will miss it.
Every underground artist releases banger. Because when they call you, they will say, "Brother Sammy, my new banger." Anytime they will tell you that my new banger. So for them, only bangers that they will release. So they won't take Sarkodie serious. But in reality, that's what it is. It's not all the songs that you release that people love. And in fact, at some point, they will love it later. You can't just say that, okay, I'm no more with BIM, now I'm at SM, and I will do whatever that I was doing for BIM, I'm coming to do it for Shatta movement without anybody saying that, hey, hold on. You can do it for us, but this is our terms and conditions. It is not the same like the way that BIM people, they do their thing. BIM people, they have their way of doing things. And Aisha Modi, I review actually. But in SM, it may not be like that. So you have to wait, learn SM ways, and then you move with SM.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Anyways, Friday is here, and you can tell that when it is Fridays, we sit like this. We take our time to wrap up the week in a grand style. And once again, the team is seated. Everybody ready to rock and roll. My name is Sammy Flex. In the studio, some known faces, and of course, one new face you will be seeing from time to time after today. And we are sure going to be rolling with him as well. And Roland Amate, favorite position, he's hearing about the stabilization of the dollar and his heart is popping like a bunu sauce. Why? They are saying you brought Mahama to come and stabilize the dollar. Now he's talking about the stability of the dollar and you guys are crying. Why?
Oh, we are not crying.
Ghana.
We are not crying. You see?
Ghana, what do you people want?
Back and forth. Because at a point when you are receiving, if the dollar drops, when you see Tanta, and especially when you trade in dollar, mostly it may affect you. That one there. Whether it goes up or it comes down, it will definitely affect you in diverse ways. So sometimes you can just imagine things that you purchased in dollar, the value as at then, and when you are about to retail it or sell it, you realize that, Charlie, it is either you increase it or you run at a loss at a point, and it is part of business.
Okay.
It is sukra him.
I see. Well, so let me go on to Chemo as well. Let me ask Chemo about the dollar thing too, and find out his fate. Chemo, how about you?
It's crazy. Like when it happens like this, and you have some dollars to trade, then you feel it. You feel it. You see, when you are comfortable a little bit, like you don't need to depend on the dollar.
You just leave it.
Just leave it. You'll be safe because this one, I can bet you, it will not take 3 months. It will come. It will go to wherever that it was.
Back to 20.
Yes, because this is an artificial.
Why
thing.
it got to 20?
Maybe it will rise to 20.
Okay.
It will get to 15 before coming to this 13, and it will go back. The reason is that this is an artificial depreciation of the dollar or artificial appreciation of the cedi. The reason is that we have more dollar in the system now, but where is it coming from? That's the question. If it was through productivity, then we can be assured that it will be stable, because people will still be producing. We will be selling to the outside world, getting more dollar to the system. But that's not the case. No one is telling us that we have increased production to get more dollar from the outside.
Yeah.
So where is this dollar coming from? Obviously from the government. They are just pushing in the dollar. So at a point it will all go, and then we get back to where we were. That's what will happen, unless they are going to borrow more from them, bring in here just to stabilize the dollar. But I bet you it will not take more than 3 months. We will go back to where it is. So if you have the dollar and you can keep it, that's where the issue is. You see, some of us, we need it on a daily basis. So we will suffer for about 3 months before we get to that point again. That's the issue.
So what it means that if you are not able to stand firm,
Yes.
between the 3 months,
Yes.
by the time the 3 months will be over, your dollar,
You melt it.
I remember when NBP did this thing. Yeah, it affected me at a point. In fact, I was so angry because I had no money anywhere. I have to touch my dollar, the little dollar that I have. At the point, it was 15, and then it came back down to $8. So just look at the difference. It was so huge. When
and this one too is going on.
the same thing will happen. I can come to $8,
Hey.
8 cedi per dollar. I can get there, but it won't take long. It will go back up. Unless you can keep your dollar, you are in trouble. But if you can't keep it there, well.
Well, I know there are some people whose investment is also the dollar. They keep the dollar as investment because they can't trust the banks now. The banks are some way. So at least if they keep it there, the dollar appreciates. They also get some more profit. I know at this stage, boom.
Boom. Yes.
But still, Mahama ba, Abai Papa ba. The dollar will go down. The dollar will sing. Well, that was just by the way. Let me go on to K. The name is K or Joseph?
Okay, Joseph.
Okay, Joseph is also joining us here for the first time. And okay, what do you also think about this dollar rise and fall?
Mahama is working.
Mahama is working, huh? Yeah.
Power to the people.
Mahama is working.
Yeah. Are you also affected in any way?
Kind of, but we'll just be in the system. Just like Chemo said, those who can keep the dollar, will keep it. We'll keep our investments. Once it rises, we know what to do.
But will you get something to eat in keeping it?
That's the issue.
We'll get something to eat in keeping it.
We have some CDs in our coffers, so we'll run that one.
You run to the city.
Yes, we'll run to the city.
Maybe we see this crowd there some. Yeah, see this so it's
Oh,
like a $1. Yeah, dollar is the star. You must still never say.
Of course.
Mahama already
Of course.
I know, right? So that was just by the by. It is our way to start today's show. I know when it happens like that, our people are brought to when they are sending money home. They are not comfortable crowd because First, if they get some $100 for you, they know it's
2,000.
but now they give you $100 and it's still small money. I know most of them, they also feel uncomfortable with this, but Chemo is so upbeat that
it's not coming from production.
Well, still talking about John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency. Yesterday at the launch of the Black Star Experience, we saw how Nasi was performing and using the performance to sing accolades to the president. At the point, I saw the president doing this. The Mahama performance. Or J-Fans. Well, so far, so very good with the Black Star Experience. I don't know what many people have heard so far, what they have seen so far. But we will go listen to some of the speeches from there. We will also watch some of the happenings from there. And I come and ask my people their expectations after the launch. We all know the Black Star Experience more or less like Ghana's culture and creative kind of thing, where almost every aspect is supposed to benefit from it. Now, it has been launched finally. Looking at what happened there, the speeches, the promises and all, what is the expectation so far? Let's go watch this. When I come back, we will still be talking. Stay tuned.
I will open the creative space. I'm going to open the door for you. And when I open that door, let nobody close it again.
You are the president of the creative industry.
And we're going to do this together, all of us. And so whatever ideas you have, we're open to it. And let this be the start of the Black Star Experience. And we'll hand this over from government to government to government. It doesn't matter whether it's NDC or MPP or PNC or CPP. We are all the Black Star. We're Ghanaians. And we're proud of our heritage and our culture. Now let me inflict this speech on you. Mercifully, it's not too long. I think it's just some 5 pages or so. It says, this evening as I hold the flag of the Black Star Experience, a symbol of our renewal, national spirit and cultural identity, I am filled with immense pride and hope. So here's the flag. Okay, you can take the flag now. Today we're not merely launching a brand, we're reclaiming our narrative and projecting to the world a bold new vision of Ghana. A Ghana that stands tall, vibrant, proud, and unstoppable. We're launching a movement, the Black Star Experience. From the rich tapestry of music, dance, choreography, and immersive digital presentations you have witnessed tonight, it should be clear that this initiative transcends tourism. It is a declaration that Ghana is the cultural, has been recognized not only for its historic achievements, but also for its dynamic present and limitless future. A powerful legacy has shaped our nation from the enduring kingdoms of Akwamu, Dagbon, and Ashanti to the fearless Pan-Africanist leadership of Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, whose vision of African unity still inspires generations. And yet for too long, we have underinvested in what makes Ghana truly exceptional. That is our culture, our creativity, our warmth, and the way of life. And that must change. And I say that from today, that will change. The Black Star Experience is our solemn pledge, one, to rebrand Ghana, and in that we'll showcase to the world the brilliance of our festivals, the rhythm of our music, the beauty compact of my administration with Ghanaians. Today, I stand here to deliver on that promise. But ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting started. Through our big push policy for infrastructure, we'll commit significant investments into the tourism space. We'll commit investments into the creative economy. We'll upgrade our tourist sites to world-class standard. We'll provide critical support to creative industry practitioners and promote Ghana on digital and physical platforms. So to our musicians, our designers, our chefs, our filmmakers, our writers, and our performance, I say this is your time. Walk on the catwalk. And anytime I walk, I'll tell you which designer sold that particular dress. I also eagerly anticipate the Accra, Tamale, Kumasi, Ho, and Takrady street carnivals. We're going to have street carnivals in all these regional capitals. And the youth are going to come out. We're going to have masquerades. We're going to do all kinds of things. And then we're also going to have the Taste of Ghana food fairs, where we showcase our foods. You go to many African countries, and they have just one food. In Ghana, we have the Agbelika clothes, we have the Banku and Fetrideshi, Wokle, Fufu, and light soup, Tunzafi, Mutu and granite soup, Wache, which was the one that I like very much. Red, Gobe. We have Gobe. It's in your hands. I almost said, Mama is here, but I realized the spear is in my hands already. Thank you. Thank you very much. Speech has become my practice nowadays. This has been a beautiful event. And I want to thank Jifa, the ministry, Rex Omar, and all those involved in the Black Star experience, because it's a multifaceted component of our whole tourism experience. Black Star experience is the overarching superdome of everything that is a component under it, and Rex Omar expatiated that very well. Today,
well, so many happenings right there yesterday at the Black Star Square, where the Black Star experience was launched. Mahama, really with his sense of humor, wouldn't finish the show without dropping some jabs to the NPP and Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, where he said, "Oh, come back because I'm first year the mommy, but you share next year now." Hard guy. Well, so this and many more. Ro, you have been following more events. Tell me more. What are your expectations? Let me put it that simple.
Well, for my expectations, they are not so high. They are not so high because when it comes to some of these conversations, it is always advisable to keep your expectations in check and not to be overly hyper when some of these statements are made. Because if you follow the track record, this is not the first time this government has been in power and dealing with creatives. But then, it is still a bifurcation. There are still new members or new administrators who are handling these projects. So, fair enough. Because, again, coming back from the year of return and beyond the return activities, the activities that are being lined up or projected in this same Black Star experience are no different from the year of return. Just that my expectations will be to see if there would be an improvement. That is what I am expecting, and not to create certain events or certain projects to, as it were, compete with the old ones, because it wouldn't make sense for you to create a new one to go and compete with an already established and successful ones, because the ones that the presidential staffer, that is Rex Omar, talked about, that they are going to create an ultra-modern film studio and it is going to be kind of a PPP, public-private partnership. Yes, and it is a good thing. This clearly shows that whichever way, majority of the funding is going to come from the private side, or a majority of the handling is going to come from it. And if indeed it is going to come from there, I am just waiting for that form of discipline for us to say, okay, we are doing this, and this is for us, and these are the people that are handling it, and they would be transparent with whatever the conversation may be. Because if you want to talk about empowering the film industry, there has been an attempt to even build a film village, and we know how the conversation went. There has been an attempt to even build film studios. This is not the first time a party is promising or is announcing a film studio in this country.
Yeah.
And there has been even a promise of even amphitheaters for event goers and event handlers and all of that. And we all know the conversation attached to it. So if today we wake up and another launch happens and somebody said, and we do ultramodern this, ultramodern that, Hollywood standard, that is what it is. And again, I would also plead with the authorities to also not lose sight of the fact that, yes, if you want to talk about, okay, there some people will create events, bring it here and come and take our money and go. So we want to create another one. They should not lose sight of the other factors that go into building those events that come here.
And the value they also
and
bring.
The value they bring. It is not just about they coming to take your money and go. They taking our money and go and we not seeing value. That problem is from us and not them. The kind of money we give them and how we declare those amounts of money we give them is the reason why we are all complaining. Because a government in power will give an institution $5 million and declare $15 or $20 million to the state. In that aspect, you will never see value, no matter what they come to do. But to them, they know they've given you value. And per all indications from the year of return, beyond the return, December in Ghana and whatever, year in, year out, we see a declaration of some form of profit, of some form of goodwill coming from whatever activity that we had in the country. So that is what my expectations are. I am just waiting for us to finish this Black Star experience for me to know that, okay, in the year under review, we had this number of events. We were able to create this number of new events in the space to still fill up with the old ones that had died out. Okay. Because we all know there are some events that have gone on hiatus and they may not come back or they may not resurrect again. The likes of Afro Nation has left the shores of Ghana and we don't know when it will be coming back. So if the presidential staffer says they are going to create an event of that magnitude, no problem. In fact, we have the men. When they come, it is our own people that are used in putting up these events. So for the men here, the human resource and whatever, we have it. And so far, we've also proven that the financial resource too, we get up. So if we have and we want to create, we should not raise our expectations so high to the extent that the moment we create the first event, we hope to get the same form of firepower, the same form of value that Afro Nation has built over the years. And whenever they come together, the kind of value they bring, let's not raise our hopes so high that when we create the Blaster Experience concept today, and it is the same magnitude with Afro Nation, we are going to get the same result. It is not possible. For the first, second, third, or fourth ones, we will definitely run at losses. That one, it is established. Because the ones that we want to compete with, that is the kind of hurdle or adversity they had to go through before building what is making it enticing for us to go for them. So for me, I am happy. If not for anything at all, this government has proven that it has an eye for the creative art industry. So whatever the case may be, yesterday they did the Thanksgiving concert.
Oh, I think at the UPS.
Yeah, the National Thanksgiving concert. They were supposed to do it at the forecourt of the State House. Okay. But because of the proximity between the State House and the Black Star Square, they had to open it up. So from there, some people also were at the UPS auditorium for the National Thanksgiving service, which is also a government initiative. Anyways, and I hear the Republic Day, which is July, also will be another version of the National Thanksgiving again concert. So whichever ways, it is still coming back to the industry. And again, my final word will be to us stakeholders in the industry. Mostly, we are also part of the problem. For these people not to trust us, to work with us again, to neglect us for some time, it is mostly with our own people. The people they consult, the people they deal with, what they show them, what they tell them. Because if today the government says, I am giving you this amount of money to go and build an ultramodern film studio, Hollywood standard, then it means that you are the one that have told them that is what you need. And scale of preference, they are the needs and wants. So if you know you have wants and you go and paint them as needs, tomorrow, say, if a man born to be we all will know that okay, your wants are the ones that you painted as needs, and it may come back to bite us again. And if they neglect us, we know will be crying and a asok and a 5-pack and a 1-pack, crying that they've neglected us. So that is just my view on the Black Star experience. Congratulations to everybody that was involved.
Well, I have also seen some commentaries from people talking about the fact that, oh, to the Black Star experience there, if you were not an NDC member there, forget it too. Including even the kind of musicians they selected to come perform. If you did not have an NDC card part to go perform there, forget it, you won't perform. And it was an NDC party of a sort. Well, okay, what expectation do you have?
Okay, so my expectations are not really great. Yesterday I was at the experience.
Oh, you were there?
Yes, I
Great,
was there.
Great.
I had the opportunity to speak to Uncle Rex, Rex Omar, and then I also spoke with Rocky Dawuni and Dada Boots. Yes,
Master
Richard. Yes, so I spoke with all these people, and then there was something some of them wanted, which His Excellency the President promised to do. And if it doesn't, it's just something I'm bringing to light. If it doesn't, it will come back to bite him. Because speaking to Dada Boots, he said that His Excellency promised them that he is going to raise a fund.
So the money is not there.
He is going to raise a fund for actors who are aging. And we know, we've been in this country, we know the issue with these people. We have our legends grow old and they have nothing to account for.
But I think let's commend Mahama for that thing. Over the years, he has been doing well. Sometimes we see randomly
privately
he goes
whether in power or out of power, he still does.
So that one day, we will give it to him.
But now he's trying to open it up.
Yes.
To include,
I'm sure now he wants to officialize it.
Yes. So to include everybody. And so they are saying that they are looking forward for him to do this. Because if he doesn't, they will come and ask. Now, now, when I spoke to Uncle Rex was fixated on the tourism aspect of it. Charlie, for the past years, Ghana, our tourism has been some way. Even though a lot of people are trying to actually put it on the map. I want some so if the government is saying that this time around we want to use this as a medium to promote tourism, we will follow keenly. Because our governments, not just this government, previous governments, they are so fond of making promises.
Empty promises.
Uncle say empty promises.
Oh, empty promises.
Pachomiria, Uncle words. Making empty promises and not even fulfilling them.
Fact.
And so this time around, we don't just want the mind people, this tea and in same or drive us to the destination.
Hard.
Don't promise us the destination and take us through the deserts. That is not what we want.
Or leave us in the middle of the road.
Exactly. So His Excellency, we know we know that you are good with creatives. One problem I just had with the whole launch was that creatives no mobile. It was just elderly people, like in Peningful. You see a lot of elderly people. We didn't see the younger ones who are now coming into the industry to boost the industry. Where are these people? Because they are the new face of the creative arts industry.
Future leaders were missing.
Future leaders were missing. What are we doing about the future leaders? Because they are supposed to run this course. If they are not there, who is going to run it? So that is all I have to say. Let's involve stakeholders. Let's make this thing big. That is all I have to say.
But I can tell you why those young people did not come.
Okay.
They did not discuss money with them. No, like that's a fact. They did not discuss money with them.
Okay.
You know, those people, they have seen them move to make money from every thing they do. So if you invite them and you are coming to do this, and they know definitely this is a money venture, and you don't speak the money business with them, they won't come.
Okay.
That's why they did not go.
And yeah, Beble.
But yesterday, there and then, I was trying to speak to one guy. I don't want to mention his name on screen.
Among the young people.
He is more like an activist,
Okay.
trying to seek his view on the whole launch and the whole project. He made it straight. Mama ni sikana. Sikana mba on mama interview. No.
Hey. Just to interview him. No?
Yes, to seek it, because you were there and you're an activist. You've been an activist. I know, say a lot of people know him.
Ralph. I know be Ralph.
Or say sikana mba on your interview. No.
What's that one?
Ralph.
Social justice warrior. Ralph.
Ralph Beno.
The guy that they've always been.
They've
been like always the politicians are the police
for the key.
They are always catching him for one
okay.
or
They go to police.
Yeah.
Oh, he said he should pay him before.
Yeah, he said if the money doesn't come, because we are finding ways to milk money out of him. But Ralph, you're not giving any media house money.
They need your content.
I see the name Jiska.
Of course.
I see. How much was he charging though?
I didn't bother to ask him.
Next time, please.
Next time you have to ask.
Let's know what.
So
he's
that
looking
you
for.
know his value.
Yeah.
I mean,
But because you were there,
Yeah.
okay. Would you also agree that most of the people there were NPP?
NDC.
NDC people.
You know, it's their government, so it's normal.
Okay.
It's their government, it's normal.
So I think it will be the factor why you didn't see some young people there, because some young guys are not really interested in politics. So when they have that political sentiment, they will not want to, appear. Because for them, if they come, it's like they are supporting that party or they are trying to mingle in politics. So it will prevent a lot of them coming for that event. Yeah.
Well, Chemo, take over from there. I think you've started already.
Well, the statement I wanted to start with is Casa. Of course. Casa. Yeah. Speaking is just so easy for anybody to do. And what Rex Omar did, I saw a lot of that. I mean, it's not like he's trying to deceive people, but some of the things that he was saying is so difficult to achieve that you don't need to announce it when you have not even started the whole thing. When you announce it, it's like the probability of it failing is so high that you don't have to even tell people that you are doing something like that. Let's see action instead of coming to announce it. Yes, like the multi-purpose announcing studio that he was talking about.
The movie village.
The Hollywood standard.
The Hollywood standard that you mentioned that it is private funded. And no, now this can ever. But how?
Say you be a catch on
Yes, so no.
Someone has told them.
Someone has told them that I'm interested in investing.
Yes.
The person can decide not to invest again, and that will be the end of it, because it's a private thing. If the person tomorrow say after consulting my advisors, financial advisors, I don't think it's a good venture, so I'm no more interested. What happened to it? Would you come back and say that the person says that he's no more interested, so you won't do it? Because when you announce it coming from the government side, it's more of a certainty that it will happen. But we know that immediately you mention private funded, then I'll be like, hey, then why are you the one announcing it? Let the private people announce it. Because at that point, they have decided to do the investment. And then they will tell you,
ready.
Yes, and they will tell you how they are going to make their money back. It shouldn't be a government announcing it, especially if it is private funded. It should rather be the private person announcing it with government support. So for me, that announcement were way off for me, because he said it's private funded. That one I'll put it aside. And again, with the other things that they have promised to do, I think yes, it's good to give assurance that whatever promise that we made, we will fulfill it, or we will make sure that it will it will come to pass. So for that one, I think so far so good for them. And again, it is also good that president is involving himself. The way that he's saying that I know what is happening and I'm monitoring it. it's an assurance that whatever that they promise, they are ready to keep it, and they will do their best to make sure that at least we benefit. So I think the event is a good thing, but the good aspect is that it's a form of assurance that whatever promise that they have given based on their campaign promises, they are going to keep it. But whatever that we will be happy with the results will be the final thing. I want them to give us something that we will say, okay, they have done it, instead of just talking. Because as I said earlier, Kasa and Frama, it is so easy to talk about what you want to do than to doing it. That's why even in an Akan proverb, we have Odo no Dondra Kase Enwo, yes, a bingo. Because me try oh no my door heavy. You are finished. You are just talking about it. Yes, but when you get in there and cutting it, then you see say, hey, it's not an easy task. So for me, I will wish that they will rather do more than talking. They should do it and come out to point out we have done this, we have done that, instead of saying we will do this, we will do that, because we have heard it before. But it's a good start. Let me put it that way. What they have done is a good start, but we are watching.
Well, so once again, congratulations to Rexoma and his people. Rexoma is the boss, eh? Yeah, he's the boss at the
staffer
for the
Black Star experience. Yeah, we wish him well.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, they said they'll have a runway show, and he'll be walking on the runway.
Oh, no problem.
I know where that one is coming from.
More expectations.
I mean, no.
Diaspora.
Actually.
Diaspora boss.
Politics.
More expectations.
Any expectations? You will be interested. That thing is simple, so simple. Rexoma is doing the festival.
Of course.
Abeoku Santana is doing the
tourism stuff.
KOD is doing the fashion.
He was at the back there. He was at the back.
Kaka, he will not be there.
Cherry. Well, life goes on. It is like that. But let's see how majority of our industry people would benefit from it. After all, people will do it. So if you have people who know how to do it and they are going to do it, I'm not sure anybody would have an issue. But would they be able to do it in a way that many creatives will enjoy? I think that is all. So we are watching, like everybody is saying. If they do it right, we'll come here to commend them. And if they don't do it right, too, you know how we do it. We'll surely come and go hard on them. So yesterday, whilst the industry was doing their Black Star experience and Sarkodie was not invited, he decided to advise young musicians because obviously, you know, Sarkodie wouldn't be invited to such an occasion. In fact, I've seen some people pushing agendas. Oh, so Ochami Kwame, what happened? Ochami Kwame was not called. No, Ochami Kwame will not be called.
No, virtual letter.
Ochami Kwame will not be called. So definitely, it is like that. Now, Sarkodie decided to advise young musicians, and I see some of the points in there profound. I want to read it to my people. So we see how best we can analyze what he said, the good, the bad, and again, what should be transferred to these young ones. Obede tweeted, quick one, to all up and coming musicians, this era is a bit crazy because you feed off instant feedback to assess your career. But that ain't realistic, and I know it is almost impossible to do otherwise. But you have to try. Just keep your head under the water and keep going. Most importantly, make sure you enjoy your art. Not every song will be huge on the airwaves, but that means nothing. Just make good art for your core audience and stay consistent. Now, in summary, what Sarkodie wants to say is that he is telling up and coming artists that, guys, the pressure is getting worse.
As someone will say.
The system is like that. The moment you release, there's someone say, hey, and you hey, we will not listen. But he's saying, ignore them. Release the songs. And again, he's also advising that the song there, like his album, The Champion Mixtape. It just continue to just satisfy yourself. Listen, he said, make sure you are doing what you like. And again, satisfying your core audience. People have nodded their heads. Oh, okay, Sarkodie has said something right. Others are also saying, now one of them are for pay is can't be anyway. Yeah, the amount for pay now the travel may be pay and pay come back the war. Well, Chabo, I'm sure we can break this one down more
sharp,
to see how it goes.
Yeah. I think what I'll summarize it and say that experience is talking. These are some of the things that you only agree with Sarkodie after going through it. At the time that Sarkodie started, if someone was there telling him this, he will never take it. He will say, "Oh, forget it. Me, the banger and kwana me release." Every underground artist releases banger. Because when they call you, they will say, "Brother Sammy, my new banger." Anytime they will tell you that my new banger, my new banger. So for them, only bangers that they will release. So they won't take Sarkodie serious, but in reality, that's what it is. It's not all the songs that you release that people love, and in fact, at some point, they will love it later. You can release a song, nobody will care about it. After a year or two, then you see everybody is jumping to it. It's about the season, about what is happening at a particular point in time. And unfortunately for the musician, you cannot always predict that. So do your best, like Sarkodie is saying, enjoy whatever that you are doing. Hopefully you will benefit from it. That's the main thing that he's saying. Hopefully you will benefit from it, because at some point, if you are not getting it and you stop, then you have lost it. Like you are not going to get anything. But if you keep the faith, or you are ready to give all your best, enjoying whatever that you are doing, people may at a point notice you and then reward you for your hard work or the things that you are doing. And again, he is also telling us that it is not that easy. So don't sit somewhere and say that when I get one collabo from Shatta, I'm done. Me Shatta, me never feature Shatta. Hey,
some people's
language. Yeah, people. That's how some people
get right. It. You got it right.
And it's wrong. That's why Sarkodie is saying that no. Even you can feature Shatta, you can feature Sarkodie, you can feature the banger makers, the real ones, so not the under G banger,
not the fictitious
bangers. Still, it won't happen the way you want it to happen, but keep on doing it. One day you will get it. So I think this is a good advice. The underground artists or the artists coming up should learn from this. They should reduce their expectation in that sense. Like, music is the way. If I don't get it, I can't do anything. And again, immediately I start, I have to get it. Like, I'll get hits. If I'm not getting it, it's because of somebody's preventing me, somebody not helping me, and all those things. They give a lot of excuses for why they are not getting it, except themselves.
Okay. They blame everybody.
They will blame everybody except themselves. This one, Sammy Flex interview me nanka wa nimiska enka manya banga. Say enka me call event we nanka omutua me kai enka manya banga. No, it doesn't work like that. So just go through the system, do your best, enjoy what you are doing. Hopefully, people will notice and reward you for your hard work. That is it. And I'm with Sarkodie on this one.
How about those who are saying, oh, Sarkodie should have added that if you push and it is not pushing, look for the next option. Yeah, because now the guy who is pushing is not working with it. Okay, Sarkodie is a befa. Not 20 years. Sarkodie is a befa.
Charlie Moon. The oldest underground artist in the world. Yeah.
So that people who are calling for that addition, that, oh, good, but next time add that if you push and it's not pushing.
No, Sarkodie didn't add that because he wants you to be a reasonable person. Sometimes you know, say I did there. Yeah, open you kusa and kuyi. My Flex Entertainment.
Sharp.
You have to be reasonable in your dealings, in your daily activity. You have to be reasonable. So Sarkodie will not say those things because he assumes that everybody is reasonable. You are trying to do music, it is not going well, but you are a good writer or you are a good something else, like you are good at something. And since it's you think that music is everything. You don't want to try anything else. At that point, you are just not being reasonable, and you don't need Sarkodie to tell you that stop music and do something else. So I'm with Sarkodie on this, and this is a good advice for those who need to be told that this one is not working. Go and do something else. It's on them. It's not on Sarkodie or anybody advising them.
Well, let me come to you. Okay, Sarkodie's advice to young and upcoming musicians.
So let me pick up from where Chemo end. You see, Chemo, Sarkodie didn't tell them to switch because he has already said it. I say, "Ebi obe de media nenyom, one so be pamadi."
You are wicked. You are wicked. Maybe they didn't get that one.
Okay, now we are telling them.
Now you are telling them. Yeah.
Oye nyom no na mfa, copy bibi.
Okay.
That is his part.
Okay.
But you see, when Sarkodie tweeted, he added a part people won't take serious. Consistency. See, consistency is key in everything.
Okay.
And now with the musicians, because promotion is costing a lot, now you pay an influencer not less than 3,000, 4,000 just to help you promote on TikTok, on Snapchat.
Yeah.
So they go in 1, 2, they are not able to go again.
Fast.
And now they are out of the game. But maybe that particular person is very good at the craft. But because of these things, the person can't push again. So Sarkodie is basically trying to tell you that, see, break all the odds, push, and now you get the hit. Because recently I was with Trendy Real, Sarkodie's personal...
Yeah, the designer.
Yeah, designer. And then Sarkodie came around and said something. He said he does music because he loves it. And he doesn't write for a hit song. He doesn't write because he wants a hit song. He writes because he wants to speak to his core audience. And I think in the advice he stated it in there. And this coming from one of the biggest.
But can the young guy also speak like that?
Yes, that is why I am saying.
Okay.
Sarkodie didn't start today. So he didn't start writing for his people at this level of his life.
Okay.
He started way back. So the people accepted who he was. And now if you drop something, at a point Sarkodie say on one tronyum krano bowagu, see this one better.
Of course
TTBD publishing.
Of course
So what he has here, because at the point where he was a nobody, he was writing for you.
Okay.
He was writing so that you will enjoy and know that there is this guy out there. Okay. He's good. Now let's come to the advice bit. Sarkodie's time. Answer Ubenya Rexoma for advice. Ayedin. Answer Ubenya Obi to say Amanzeba for advice. Ayedin. Maybe Sarkodie was fortunate enough to get access to Hammer.
Okay.
But those days, before you get through to Hammer, no abre.
Right.
But this is Sarkodie, one of the biggest artists. We can't take from him. You can't be biggest artist in the system, Sarkodie.
He's one of it.
Shatta, Stoneboy. You can't take it from these people. So to get an advice from him, it's a huge thing. And this is not something Sarkodie started doing recently. Eyenyama he's been doing.
Okay.
This is just a written form of bibiba and trumpets. He has put a lot of voice on. So this is just a written form. Okay, now I can't put a lot of voice on again. Let me write it to them. Because he himself is put in a tight corner.
Okay.
Where if he wants to feature an artist, an up-and-coming artist, we say that Sarkodie wants to feature this artist because he wants to take his shine. Sarkodie doesn't feature any up-and-coming artist. We say that Sarkodie is too stingy and he doesn't want to help any up-and-coming artist.
Yeah.
So now, to redeem himself, he'll put it in writing. So that everybody will get the memo out there. Everybody will get the picture. Young artists should take...
That one today, we say that it's because he has made it. So no matter what you do...
Exactly. Now, if you go on Twitter and you check our big artists, their comment section is bad. Chairman put me on. Bosu help me. Bosu I drop some banger.
They are always dropping bangers.
The bangers.
Bosu Charlie I drop something nice. So then they'll put the link in the comment section. You understand? a lot of people feel like one feature or one remix with these big artists is a breakthrough. You know, the number of artists are Yamomu features as some carry you. So it is not about the feature.
Okay.
It is about the consistency. Making sure that you are doing music because you love it. Because before you start making the money like the big names are making, you'd have to go through
You
it.
might have gone through the mill.
Yeah.
They didn't just come and say, I'm making money. No. When Shatta was starting his career, he didn't start by making the dollars he's making and charging for shows like that.
No.
He went through it. Sometimes he played free shows, which we don't really advise lately. But like I'm saying, it is not always about the money.
Okay.
Sometimes some shows will connect you, will give you that standing. The leverage. So sometimes if you see that it is good, play the free show, get the leverage, move on. It is not always about the money. And consistency will take you there. That is all I have to say.
Well, so that is okay there. Let's see what Roland adds to this conversation. Yes, Ro.
Wait, Bible memoir. And your letters now Paul,
Epistles.
Corinthians, for Galatians.
Episode 4 no and kasa pepe na Sarkodie actual letter and they are comma episode name Corinthians 4. You see, when somebody throws in an advice, like Shemo said, this is an experience talking. You can never speak like this, or you may never understand this if you've not been through it, whether part of it or like fully. Until I see that. And I wouldn't be surprised if some people, even based on this, to even disrespect Sarkodie. Yeah.
Because of the advice that
because and they will be family do at them, and they are simple. You see, the thing is that Obisu can argue your era and my era are different. Time now blow you anytime now me blow you. Time now me so me woman. Two different times. But the person may forget that nipa ne time no di blow you no. Who nimu but what time no. Oh.
He is still relevant.
And he's still making good music.
And he's still relevant. And 1 year more relevant than you. So he's testing yours.
his era.
And he's telling you something. That is the difference. That is the difference. But again, advice so the bar at a sabato, she was sitting
Not 12
papa. O she was sitting now what your advice no. Now I shall near bebwao na ye way. And intina when you were asking, oh, why didn't he add say, oh, upushina amfa?
Go and sleep.
Do this or do that. No. He expects you to be reasonable because at the end of the day, to apply this, you would have to do a self-assessment first before you will even be able to apply what he say. You would have to assess yourself first. Maybe another consistency, you may not need that advice because in your dealings you are consistent. Maybe what you would need in this advice would be keeping your head under the water and go. Because I tell you it is true. Lately, Edding. You see, a typical example is Kojo Black. When Kojo Black had his first hit, Excellent with Kelvin Boy, this is a song that he's released about months ago. But about 4 or 5 months ago, after gaining momentum hard. Meanwhile, the guy had already released even an album. Before that single. And after 5 months later, I didn't be gaining momentum. When he released his feature with Sarkodie, 30 million music business executives were advising Kojo Black. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you wait this? And it is too early. And then you will kill your own career. And then you do this and then you do that. Meanwhile, for you to even fall in love with the one that you are loving from him, which is Excellent, he released it at his own time. which is the key. Sarkodie is talking as a creative. So if you want to tackle this with the business, like a typical businessman, you will miss it. You will miss it. Hey, the songs that they release to the people that they love. It's they thought they be a fans, you know. Hey, yeah, and I do this, do that, and not because the things that made you fall in love with them, in the first place, you are not the one who told them how to do it. Or no, that's not with them. Any any broken heart be.
No, sorry,
any any we be. Any any tuntum be. Ne bitter one be.
Bitter one.
And already, yeah. And a boy munos you. Mamin fa NCB so mamin fa CNCD so. O we on WhatsApp na say, we dey mamin releasing on my birthday. And on no be releasing you no man no. But drop it, you know. Ayo dey. So why don't you sometimes give him the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, let's do it. But sometimes the pressure would come, hit the baby. Hey, one here, you as the creative, it will enter you.
You lose your focus.
It will enter you and you lose track of Niamana one Kasau Shema who said this is how I want to do it. Kojo Black was releasing every 3 months. So. He was releasing every 3 months.
And nobody paid attention. After
that same formula now. And on them releasing on the Sarkodie, they know, hey, problem. You understand? And like he said, sometimes a befa, sometimes emfa. And you see, sir, emfa time. Depression, 5 million. Depression, 5 million. Hey, it is true, it is in the system. You see these young boys. Hey, 99.9, only 9 depressing. That's why I agree with the vice president. You see mental health facilities, baby. You see, depressing kwao. Hey, they will tell you, Charlie, we release the first one, afa. Second one, drop it, you know. I knew.
I train him.
Hey.
For food too.
And to them, Charlie, they don't understand. Because they're the same ingredients, the same producer, the same person who sang it, the same writer. So how come the people are not loving it? And it sends them into depression. They release the first one, the second one, Kweku Darlington. After getting Sika Befie hit and other stuff, went into depression.
Charlie.
Kweku Flick, the same thing.
Now where is Kofi Jamal Cramp?
The same thing. And call all of them. They will tell you that, Charlie, after the hit, you drop here and far. So we got frustrated. We didn't know what to do. And that is what Sarkodie is saying. Charlie, your second one may not be like the first one. Or your third one or fourth one may not be like the other one. But you still have to be consistent. Yes, your head was under the water before you dropped that. So until you've seen that rescue boat to say, okay, this is it. So let me come out so that I will be rescued.
You are not done.
Keep your head under the water and go. That is the focus. It is there. It is not easy. And if you appreciate poetry, you understand that line, keep your head under the water. Keeping your head underwater in itself is not easy. And that is
it means face the hardship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you should understand that him telling you to keep your head underwater is not one that he will tell you, sit down, now to show net cane, emrepa. There be when you collage. And yet, not in a cane emrepa. Still be consistent with what you are doing. But again, he is also giving you that benefit of the doubt for you to understand, for you to know that he also expects you to be reasonable with your own self and your own career. Say, if you told the ebeba, okay, if this is what
how you apply it.
Yes, if this is what you want to do, of course, continue to do it. There is some advice here. What the uyi fish at our bra boom the bat Sarkodie abra boom emfa. Oyen the vice versa emfa. It is only peculiar to them. But there are some general advice here. And no, Sarkodie they are dropping. Omo more successful in the space this one is part of the general one. Ni na befa. And no bra for kai no. Me onimadie bi ene de. Ye nyina betimi aye. Yes, sir. Everything we are going on. And exactly. It's your never be one of my check your brabo individually. And no your word there, you need to apply those advice. But there are ones that are generally it is for everybody and you have to do it. Consistency is one of them. Being focused is one of them. Facing hardship a general thing.
Well, so Obede, thank you so much for sharing nuggets with these young ones. We pray that they see the sense in there so they can also apply it to their career for future dealings. Now, let's move on to Aisha Queen Aisha Modi. Yeah, for the past 2 months there, yeah, from Aisha Modi. What me a trend this system, no, my system, Nangasa Philly say, madam, why are there? What's your crania break? Aisha Modi took over the system, started talking about everything that she wanted to talk about, exclusively on Team Stoneboy and his people, or better still, his fan base. According to Aisha, these people have been tormenting her life, though she has been supporting them over the years. But common gratitude to show her crumple, it is not working. Because of that, she has parted ways and it has been back and forth. Aisha Modi giving them woto like that. It was not long before we came to the studio that I saw a post from Aisha Modi on social media. And in short, this post is talking about some kind of apology to Shatta movement, and that Shatta movement is a family, and boom, boom, boom. And many people are saying, and the conversation has started that, this Aisha Modi thing, do we think the SM people will be comfortable? Matters like that are arising. First, let's read what the apology was about. When I come back, we will start talking. Now, these are Aisha Modi's words and not anybody's words. He says, thank you so much, Junior. Thank you for your care and support. It felt so good to wake up to see your beautiful surprise. It is me. I'm very sorry, SM fans, for giving your boss wahala, especially Patrick Mensanati, Dreamline Aaron J, Sheila Emefa, etc., etc. You all should find a place in your heart for me. Shatawale, with a grateful heart, I say a very big thank you. Why? Bulldog of Boo House, God bless you so much for giving me. And listen, God bless us all.
SM for life.
SM for life. So indirectly, Aisha has now officially apologized to Shatawale. And it means something. It means that, if I've apologized there, I mean, you know what it means. I'm coming back home. The prodigal sister or prodigal daughter or however it is, she is coming back. There are mixed feelings, especially among the people who are observing, because they have seen it before. While some people are scared, others are also jubilating that, okay, since I'm a phone open them now, until also about there, let's welcome her and see how it goes. But here in the studio, I want to know what you guys also say, and I'll start this with you. Okay, Joseph.
Before we came to sit, Mr. Man for be kase. iPhone kura no mo ba beje.
Aman for kasa.
Aman for kasa.
Okay,
iPhone ni asase wo kaso wa. Kura no mo ba beje. Na se de oye no wa hwe.
Ebon a ye betini kankan.
So Aisha Modi apology to Shatawale. I think say the write-up on social media was needless because you have a good relationship with Stoneboy until Senan saying Monsensem Abba. So is she trying to say because right now what she's doing, she's looking for support system. She's out of one camp. So she's looking for another camp.
To be accepted in the next camp.
So you mean she's orphan now in the music fan thing happening? She's orphan. The interpretation of what you are saying.
Maybe because Aisha Modi, she can never be an orphan. Because all the artists in Ghana, she has helped them.
She's a mother to all of them.
So if you are saying it, then I agree with you. No. So she's looking for a place to seek support.
Okay.
But I don't think, sir, it is the right thing. Because now if you are coming to Shatta's camp, he's going to be very careful about you because you've shown signs of unloyalty or disloyalty, sorry. You've shown that you are not loyal. Why? You were in Stoneboy's camp, very good friends. And now just because there's an issue, you are running away from the camp. Can't we settle and move on? That shows that if she did that, it would have told other people that, see, this lady is loyal.
Okay.
And everything she has said about Stoneboy, if you listen to her, tells clearly that this lady loves Stoneboy.
She loves
She
the boy.
still loves.
She loves Stoneboy.
Yeah.
You understand? On to me, it's an IG handle nimpoye. Ebi a channel no besesa. But she still loves Stoneboy. So if you love somebody that much, and there is an issue at hand, what do? We settle and we move on. We don't run away from our problems. We face them and we settle and move on. But for you, there's an issue, you are running away from it. And you are not even running to any other camp. The other artist, you are running to his rival's camp to seek support system. It doesn't add up. I am made to believe that it is just an apology and then she would be in her space. But if she's really running to the camp, then I think that it's not really necessary. It's not necessary at all that she does that.
I see. At this stage, would you wish that she does not go anywhere? Is that how you want it?
She should just be herself, stay at her own. Because this place, I'm not saying the people there are trouble, but it is going to cause her trouble. Because, no. You see,
So
where I'm coming from.
Come from there.
You see, now people have your receipts. So they will keep receipts for you. And once you come out, they will come after you. Because Abia Stoneboy's camp was blind. They were not really
Paying attention.
and then keeping records. So what you are saying? Now that you've come out to say all these things, if you move to another camp, they know who you are. They know, say, Omar Roland, KFC, an auto iPhone, Eman, obetro who dates, at your time, anyway, your picture, are your voice recording. Because
for future sake.
when you say a hutija,
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Obama the catch Roland say, Auto KFC, it are 3 boxes and a man. It be so not 1 pen out toy. Because all the people she mentioned in this saga, none of them have come out to deny, say, Adena or Castle Wayeno, 1 year. But they are saying, say, level now, say, or you do, that is not the level. I don't know. So it means that she loves Stoneboy, really. But to move into another camp, no. Why you be dodo? Ghana for Danase.
Okay, thank you. Okay, yes, Chamu.
Yeah. Aisha Modi, industry helper. Like
She has not stopped. She's
Yeah.
Of course, she's still
Yes, I
helping.
think it will get to my time because to my 10. I mean, because I've been in the industry for a long time.
And she has
Just
not
that,
helped you.
yes, to some extent, but she
Not
has
directly.
helped, yes.
Can
Oh,
you?
she has helped me before, but you see that one. When there's an issue, she will come out and say,
Of course.
I don't have to go there like that. But I like her passion and the way that she's ready to push for whatever that she's interested in or whatever that she wants to do. She's that aggressive. Like, she wants to do something. She wants to be known. And if she... let's take the apology aside. I mean, after the apology, if she wants to be in an SM camp, I don't know anywhere that, or I've never heard that when you want to be part of SM, you have to go for a forms.
You have
write,
to get a card.
Write your intentions or whatever before
And
you
your
join.
CV.
And your CV before you join. I don't know. I think you can just declare yourself as an SM member and you are part of SM. That's what it is. So for me, if after the apology she wants to be part of SM, I mean, she should be welcomed. I will advise all the SM members that they should welcome Aisha Modi, because you don't need any requirement. You don't have to meet any requirement to be an SM member. whoever you are, wherever you are, you can declare yourself to be an SM member. So Aisha Modi should be given that same opportunity. If she wants to say that I am now an SM, she should be given that option to call herself as an SM person. That is it. Okay. So where there will be an issue is that she wants to have an official role in SM. That's where the issue will come.
Okay.
Yes. For that one,
Where
she
will
should,
the issue come from?
she should prove herself.
She has been playing the role as an official member somewhere already. So
Yes. But in this,
Jumane betimiato as a luta continua.
yeah, but in this, in the other side or at the other side, she has to prove herself, especially because of the public issues that is coming up. You can't just say that okay, I'm no more with BIM, now I'm with SM, and I will do whatever that I was doing for BIM. I'm coming to do it for Shatta movement without anybody saying that hey, hold on, you can do it for us, but this is our terms and conditions. It is not the same like the way that BIM people they do their thing. BIM people they have their way of doing things, and Aisha Modi I reviewly be actually, but in SM it may not be like that. So you have to wait, learn SM ways, and then you move with SM. Yeah, that's how it is. So for me, she's welcome. Everybody should welcome her, make her comfortable in the camp, but she's like any other person declaring themselves as SM person. That's what she is. Whatever that she will do at this point is at her own discretion and her own way of contributing to SM getting bigger or better. It's her own discretion and or the bay the person my SM behind one. So tough one chemia is part of it, especially iPhone 16. It will be her own way of helping SM to get to the next level, but at her discretion.
With the phone.
Yes, cell phone no supporting. SM. So for me, she should be welcome. She should do her thing, but not in an official capacity. She should be allowed to do whatever she wants to do, including buying phone for Chemo and others, in her own discretion. And yes, will be as on top phone, but or try a budget and not there, young fancy. So for me, we should welcome the news. We should allow her to do her thing. Just that she shouldn't be in any official capacity, because no organization and I will free baby buy. I will say I want this and they will give it to you. No, you should be assessed if you are capable of handling it, regardless of your records, regardless of what you have done before. Because in corporate organizations, in elsewhere, even in countries, you can be a doctor in Ghana here. When you decide to practice outside Ghana, when you decide to go to UK, they will take you through training before they will accept you to be part of them. When you are coming from anywhere, like you are an expert in America, doing all the surgeries that they know you to, when you get to Ghana here, you have to apply to whatever that Ghanaians are doing here before you can be called a doctor in Ghana. The same way that you can't just be a PR or ways and means officer for BIM, and then you come to SM and you want to be ways and means officer. No, yes. So she can only get that position if she can prove herself based on her own way of doing things, for SM team to say that, hey, you are doing so well, we want you to be a PRO, or we want you to be part of the PR team. So for now, she's welcome, but she should prove herself before she gets any official position in SM. That's my position.
Well, thank you so much, and I think Roland will close the show for us.
This is an interesting conversation, and interestingly, yesterday I spoke with Aisha Modi.
I know, right?
Yeah, I spoke with Aisha Modi. Oh, that I wrote something on Facebook, and she was asking why I was pressing her like that on Facebook. It's normal. I would say big ups to her. It takes a lot of energy for you to apologize to somebody. People think it is easy.
No, not at all.
It is not. If somebody out of their own will comes out to say, okay, I think I've done you wrong, I think I've wronged you in a way and I would want to apologize. Well, it takes a lot of energy, but it will depend on you, the victim, to decide whether you accept the apology or not. So on that score, I'll give it to her. And again, I've seen that the conversation of people asking if she's now part of SM or if she wants to be an SM member or whatever. Like Shemo said, you don't need to fill any form. You see, the interesting thing, even in this whole conversation, is that the person who is at the center of this conversation and here, the boss of the empire, Shatta himself, has no problem with Aisha Modi.
It's obvious.
You understand? Has no problem with her, because I know if Shatta has a problem with Aisha Modi, with the mentioning and the tags and the wine cover by and she will collect. You understand? And at this point, if the boss himself has no problem with the person, who are you to go? And you see, to have somebody like Aisha Modi around you, it is not scary. Oh.
It's an interesting.
No, my own is that.
So all those who are scared, they are scared for nothing.
They are scared. No, what are you scared of?
What are you scared of?
She'll
What are you
check
scared
the
of?
boys.
You know sometimes where the problem lies.
No.
Say my yard yamau. Whether big or small. Na wun to me can
say my yard yamau.
There be na wun to me can. Then I am not the problem. You are.
Not the problem.
Unless the thing is so disgraceful, unless the thing is illegal, or unless the thing is criminal. These are the only conditions that somebody would want to shy away from something. Acknowledging something that somebody has done for the person. So if somebody has done something for you, whether the person is blowing it out of proportion, you see, Monaguchi, when she came to respond to Aisha Modi, she was very emphatic. Oh, Umami, $200. When Aisha Modi was doing her presentation, she also mentioned it.
The $200.
If somebody is listening to both accounts, any reasonable person will be able to deduce, okay, where they are not where they are thinking they are adding drama, okay, where they are blowing it out of proportion, where they are doing this there. The person will be able to deduce from it. But say, who na the amount, and now nipa no aye bibi amount. Given the opportunity, now you be sound. Now to me, then the person is not the problem. You are. So if Aisha Modi comes to or says now, okay, now I am SM, and whatever I was doing in BIM, I want to come and do it in SM. Who is going to stop her? Who is going to stop her? Nobody is going. Me. Anything that somebody does that another person is going to benefit. Means oh, I may not be the beneficiary. You see, the one interesting thing also is that even with the Coco Kaka I saw a post from her sharing. There's this lady that is, I think, is a street hawker. And
that lady
she was giving freestyle and stuff.
Sing along, yeah.
Aisha Modi shared her post. Tag somebody, Charlie, can you reach out to her? I want to help her. And I'm like, wow.
Whose song was she listening? Was she singing? Sorry.
I think it was Shatta. She was giving a freestyle of Shatta Wale's song or something. So my point is that Adi Obi benefiting.
Apart from Aisha Modi helping people, why
come and say it. Where did you attempt? Did you attempt? Oh, did you attempt? Oh, you see that somebody can help you, and tomorrow somebody may be better than you today, help you, and tomorrow you may be in a better position than the other person. It still doesn't take away the fact of what the person did for you. And so real. And so so I can say, oh, time now me ni bino, time now me nanti free. I say, Shatta was on live, and when I think he was on live with then being fans on TikTok.
Yeah, lovely.
And he was talking to them. He told them, Charlie, at that point when I was moving, Stonebwoy came to me and I was moving with him. I had nothing. I was walking from Dansuma to Medina and all of that. He said it. The people that helped him us at that time, there's no shame in it. Whenever we meet him and we talk, he sometimes talks about Charlie. When I was sleeping in Blue Lagoon, there was this lady, there was this guy that was feeding me, that was doing this.
Yeah.
And no. Ne Lamborghini na sifi on. Lamborghini na ira. It will not take anything away. And you see, if Aisha Modi says she is coming to SM today, another interesting thing, make her say, Emma Ninye say, we know who she is.
We
know who she is.
Yeah.
We know the kind of person Aisha Modi is.
Now how the evidence not
all.
No, we know. Say there are some people almost to say abosom. Omochiwadia and ultimately omonante. Oh, comedian Warris also did another video.
Smart move.
It is not, you may call it a smart move, but he did a video appreciating Aisha Modi, even in this same period.
Wow.
Because and you see, it will shock you the number of years that comedian Warris has been moving with Aisha Modi. We see anyway so, and on in nam. The problem beba. If he's smart, he will know how to resolve it. And who says in your work you will not wrong anybody? And if Aisha Modi wants to come to SM, you know when she comes to SM and she's doing them things she was doing in BIM, she can still go and do it for BIM. Me, I've always said that Aisha Modi's love for Stonebwoy is not one that will die today.
Yeah.
So forget what she's saying about Shatta. Shatta is dating, I'm sorry, and I'm this. When Stonebwoy comes today, Aisha Modi will still go. And it will not change how they both feel for each other. If not for anything at all, Shatta even in an interview or came on live and said, Charlie, me and Stonebwoy, we don't have any problem. He will not see Stonebwoy and put knife on his throat. Stonebwoy too will not see Shatta and put knife on. Stonebwoy, when he went to the breakfast
at the
club, he said that, oh no, you understand? So, say, no more top on fast can to Komua. I say, Aisha Modi said, I am on the Facebook and on Twitter and on Instagram. So now I declare myself, I am part of the sinners and principalities. Now we don't want you, you don't want why.
Who are you?
Who be you? You be who? Go away. SM no now S now M. You understand? So for me, enye bibi chinchina bia. And interestingly, you see the Dreamline and the other guys that she mentioned. She has come 1 week, insulted these people, hoto. And they themselves that she mentioned were even making fun of. Once she was insulting, they were also making fun of the whole situation. Because they've all dealt with her before.
They've been dealing with her behind
everybody, most people,
they know who she is.
They know who she is. So we're near big news. Aisha Modi Betrona, today I am SMA. Namu, you are coming to die because of who? Oh, Massa. Please. Aisha Modi.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
Mommy, what?
You are welcome.
Mommy, what? On behalf of the movement, I don't know how you want the welcome party to be, but I am here. In fact, Cargo Lounge is there. We have other venues too that we can converge and do the thing grand. You see, whichever way, we will still party. Like the president said, when we are happy, we drink. when we are sad, we drink. Whether we are happy or sad,
one.
we drink. So in essence, when we are happy, we party. When we are sad, we party. Happy or sad, we party.
Well,
Let the party begin.
So, mommy, we are still
I know
with
there are other people who will be coming here with differing opinions
Sure.
on Aisha Modi's Welcome to Shatta Movement Empire. We'll be ready to read them as well. I wanted us to do something, but it looks like time is far spent. TGMA organizers Shatta House, they've released a statement talking about some benefits on song artists who enjoy, and they are talking about distribution
Warner Music.
from Warner Music and more. Some 1 minute. What do you guys think about it? Up and coming artists, when you are able to go through, they are saying they are going to give you some distribution kind of deals, or they are going to give you some distribution support from Warner Music. Some people are applauding them, others are saying shit. Now you know better than what way.
It's good. It's good. Adding value to whatever you are giving to the musicians, of course, is good.
Okay.
Your friend said, but the person today is adding value. And unless you want to tell me after receiving the plaque as the winner, you are quitting music. That is when I will say whatever they are bringing may be useless. But if you are not quitting music, then there is no need for you to go and ask them how you are going to record. If you don't know how you are going to do music, go and sleep. Go and sleep. So it is good. I think back then it was New Artist of the Year that was also given opportunity. They had collaboration with Aquaba UK.
Have they finished that deal?
I think so, because for the past few years,
We don't hear that.
Yes, I've not seen or heard of any of those conversations. Okay. So, but then it is good. We are hoping for bigger and better ones. Maybe a distribution deal tomorrow. Maybe a huge money beer. Some property.
Well, okay. What do you also think about it?
It's a good thing. It's a very good deal, and it's a plus to TGMA. They are trying to tell us that it is not just about the awards, but it is also about thinking about the creatives or the musicians. So it's a good thing. So they've been able to lift their brand a little bit higher. Warner Music, big brand, and so to get a deal with them, you are sure to say you are in safe hands. Yeah, so it's a good thing from them.
Well, Chabo, we are closing our time.
It's a good thing, but people should not expect so much. I mean, as an award scheme, this is the best that they can do. So I think this is a good thing, and they are adding value to whatever that you were getting. So yeah, so don't push it too much. I mean, if people are asking for more than that, then they don't know what they want or what they really, they are not going to get anything if they push for more. So they should be grateful with whatever is happening now. Yeah, and I think it's a good thing as well. Yeah.
Well, we are running away from here, but let me say that it's a new person here, so I'm sure people will be asking who is okay. Okay, tell them about you and where you are coming from, because I know there are some people who might have enjoyed you and they want to, hey, who is this new guy on the show? Yeah.
Okay, so big shout outs to everybody. Yeah, like Uncle said, I'm okay, Joseph. From Nanaya Redu's camp.
Yeah, one player
Africa. So my boss Nanaya Redu.
Yeah.
And with the help of Aisha Modi.
Now you are here.
I love that. So Aisha Modi helped you to come here.
Yes, put me in this chain. Can you know?
I swear.
Good for you.
Well, so will be joining us from time to time for us to do our discussions here on the show. Let me say thank you for spending quality time with us Monday to Friday. The weekend starts. Special thank you to Intimdo de Solomon. He has been here throughout. Joined us, and Roland as well has been here throughout. And to the producers, Theophilus Digosh, Desert, as well as Sam Tuga, they have been working behind the scenes to make sure you guys get the wonderful content we share here with you guys. My name is Sammy Flex. Let's read your commentaries on the issue discussed. Till we meet again on Showbiz Daily, Monday specifically. We shall be meeting again. We're out of here. Salute.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. For check it. For check it. Green select glucometer. For check it. Push sugar level for check it. For check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.